everybody, and welcome back. This is Diana, and we're starting on part 5 of MORPHEW Preliminary Hearing. So here we go. Agent Harris is back on the stand. An interview with Jeff Libler on December 18th, 2020, and 3 pages of conversations from the LinkedIn account talking again about the spy pen. Suzanne told Sheila that he would be concerned with Barry's reaction if Sheila sent the spy pen to her house. So she said just wait until the Florida trip to give it. Suzanne didn't tell Sheila that she used it, according to Harris. So she didn't tell her best friend that she used that spy pen. Or I don't know if she told her best friend what she was going to use a spy pen for. I don't know. But there's a storm brewing. Special agents flew to Michigan to interview Libler. He hadn't come forward before investigators found the spy pen. He claimed his phone had been destroyed shortly after Suzanne went missing. He deleted all of the secret accounts after she went missing on WhatsApp app. Suzanne would also delete messages on WhatsApp app as well during their relationship. So they had gotten rid of everything that showed their paper trail that they'd been together. Sorry guys, my allergies are really kicking in today, especially with the fires around here. But we'll get through it. Spy pen. It looks like a black pen that can be plugged in and download the audio. It activates when voices are heard. There were 11 deleted files and 11 saved files. Maybe we are in the clear for Valentine's Day. Barry won't be around then. Suzanne was heard on the recording. Cannot live my life without you in it, Suzanne said to Libler. Libler allegedly left a message to Suzanne saying, baby, you are a sweetheart. This boy craves you, everything about you. Wow, this sounds like they are really loving each other. You are the sweetest thing I've ever known, Suzanne said to Libler. The phone that Libler had on May 9th, he didn't have anymore, and he deleted his accounts. He claimed that he did not want Suzanne's legacy to be that she had an affair with this guy, and also to protect him too. Eaton plans to play some of the audio of Jeff Libler himself from the interview with investigators. I can't imagine what this guy felt like. I mean, look at the situation you're in. Your life was about to begin with this beautiful woman, and now she's gone. I bet he was crushed. I don't know. I can't imagine. I can't imagine what this would have been like for him. I don't have the phone anymore. It was a company phone, has been replaced. Technical problems. Can't really hear the recording. Okay. Suzanne's secret spy pen lead investigators to Suzanne's secret affair, Eaton said. Suzanne first reached out to Libler on Facebook. She then suggested using Voxer to communicate. Then they switched to talking on the phone. Harris said Libler's phone was pinging off Michigan. Investigators found some journals, but not all journals, according to Harris. Suzanne didn't write about the affair in any journal. Of course not. Suzanne first reached out to Libler on Facebook. She then suggested using Voxer to communicate. Then they switched to talking on the phone. Some of these I'm just reading over because they're there. And it just makes it easier. Suzanne had created a LinkedIn account on August of 2018 and logged into the account frequently until she went missing on May 10th, 2020. So that was their communication up to a point. One of Libler's daughters found out about him speaking with Suzanne and told her older brothers and uncle. Suzanne and Libler paused their relationship for a while, but then got back to communication in Christmas of 2019. So it had gotten really hot for him right around then because the brothers and uncles found out. She had used her dad's phone to order pizza and found the messages from Suzanne. Oh, wow. Suzanne had planned a trip to New Orleans in February and asked if Libler would like to meet her there. Agent Harris is looking through reports of the conversation with Libler that investigators had. Libler mentioned that Suzanne had told him that Barry had seen some messages and that they needed to switch communication apps. Eaton said she never heard it on the recordings. She was worried, what if Barry looks up records? He had no idea that we had talked to each other, Eaton added from the report. So according to them, they thought Barry didn't know at this point. You know, they're saying Barry doesn't know at this point that they have been talking to each other. According to Eaton, Libler and Suzanne spoke 26 times between January 4th through the 11th of 2019. Harris is looking at the phone records to confirm. He said it was 19, but he might just need readers. He didn't have the 11th day of data. Investigators never found Suzanne Morphew's phone or the charger. She leaves plugged in next to her bed. So investigators had what was backed up on the iCloud as well as phone records from the phone company. Eaton asked if Suzanne had a SIM card. Harris said no. So she didn't have a SIM card. Between Suzanne and Jeff Libler, that totaled 4 hours. The next day, she texted Sheila saying she had a tough talk with Barry Morphew, but she didn't mention the new relationship with Libler. You know, I don't know what a tough talk would be coming from Suzanne. She seems like the sweetest, most loving, kind person. I don't think that she could get tough with anybody, but anyway. On November 26, 2018, there were 7 calls between Suzanne and Jeff Libler that totaled 4 hours. The next day, she texted Sheila saying she had a tough talk with Barry Morphew, but she didn't mention the new relationship with Libler. That was the other part that I hadn't read yet. And that's just saying that she didn't mention this to Barry. And of course not. I wouldn't either, because, hey, look at him. She had told Libler that they needed to be husband and wife. Libler asked, "Marry me." According to Harris, it was Libler that got Suzanne into mountain biking as well as drinking IPA. They talked like lovers together. Harris said that Suzanne and Libler were calling each other soulmates and were talking like lovers. Eaton asked if they had sent nude pictures to one another, and Harris said yes. Suzanne met with Jeff Libler on February 2019 in New Orleans, April 2019 in Indiana, July 2019 in Michigan, October 2019 in Dallas, February 2020 in Florida. Libler was planning a trip to Colorado in March of 2020, but then COVID-19 hit. And nobody was going anywhere then. I remember that. That was, you're done. Ecuador is a cheap place to live with good health care. So on December 9, 2019, Suzanne's iCloud account discovered that she was researching language schools in Ecuador. Text message from Suzanne to Sheila. "I'd live in a shack right now. I'm sure he won't make it easy. He has always wanted control." This is hard. This is hard to listen to. Libler had told Suzanne allegedly that Ecuador is a cheap place to live with good health care. So on December 9th, 2019, Suzanne's iCloud account discovered that she was researching language schools in Ecuador. December 27th, 2019, my apologies. I don't know. I don't know what that meant. Wow, so she was getting ready to move. The state objects to the relevance and the foundation of this information. The judge said, "We don't know the when, but we know the what about the Ecuador research about the language school." So she was in love with this guy. She's totally in love with this guy. And she makes him sound amazing. Libler didn't believe that Barry Morphew knew about him. If he knew about me, he would have came after me. I just don't think he knew that Suzanne and I were together. This is the last one on him, I think. I'm not sure. So Libler didn't think Barry knew about him. Oh, wow. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. Now we're finding out Suzanne was really in love with this Jeff Libler. I can't wait to see him. I know we're going to be seeing him pretty soon. I wonder what he looks like. Anyway, doesn't matter. She had actually planned on marrying this guy and moving to Ecuador. So to me, it sounds like she was going to completely change her life. Her Barry years were over, and she was getting ready to start with this sweet man and get married and go live in Ecuador. So she was in love. I'm wondering, did Barry find out about this? Did he find out and that's what broke the camel's back? There's a lot of stuff building up, but I mean, I can only speculate at this point because there's no body found. But did he find out about this and go, oh my God, had a big fit? We don't know, you guys. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. Thanks for listening. See you next time.